Rise with India podcast on ET Now.
Good morning. I'm Alex Matthew and you're listening to the Daily Morning Update from ET Now. Today is the 24th of June. Here's everything that you need to know. The Union Cabinet approved further allocation of additional food grains under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana till November. As a result, 5 kgs will be provided per person per month, free of cost, and will benefit 81.35 crore beneficiaries covered under the National Food Security Act, including those covered under the Direct Benefit Transfer Scheme. The central government will bear an expenditure of over 67,250 crore rupees, including around 64,000 crore rupees as food subsidy, besides transportation, handling and FPS dealers' margins that total to about 3,230 crore rupees. That's according to the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Now, 9 years after Kingfisher Airlines was grounded, lenders to the Vijay Mallya promoted airline have managed to recover 5,942 crore rupees in dues by selling securities pledged against the loans. Dues were recovered through a sale of shares of United Breweries to Heineken via block deals in the stock market yesterday. The sale of shares has helped lenders recover 44% of total dues of 13,500 crore rupees, which includes interest and penal charges in overdue loans. Another individual that has been declared fugitive economic offender, Nirav Modi, had his application to prevent extradition to India from the UK rejected on Wednesday by a high court in that country. A high court official confirmed that the permission to appeal was rejected on paper on Tuesday, which leaves the 50-year-old jeweler with a chance to make his case at a brief oral hearing in the High Court with a renewed leave to appeal application for a judge to determine if it can proceed to a full appeal hearing. An update on the inflows into the country. The government said yesterday that total foreign direct investment inflows into India in April rose 38% year-on-year to $6.24 billion, while equity inflows from overseas stood at $4.44 billion, which were up as much as 60%. In other news, Yoga Guru Baba Ramdev on Wednesday approached the Supreme Court seeking a stay on proceedings in multiple cases that have been lodged against him in various states over his alleged remarks on the efficacy of allopathy in the treatment of COVID-19. He has also sought clubbing and consolidation of FIRs and a stay on the proceedings. In international news, the US is poised to bar some solar products made in China's Xinjiang region, which is a big step to counter alleged human rights abuses against China's ethnic Uyghur Muslim minority. Factories in Xinjiang produce roughly half of the world's supply of polysilicon, a material critical for solar panels and semiconductors. China has denied the allegations, saying that they're an attempt to undermine successful business. The move, which is expected to be announced later today, has implications for solar's supply chain and could force US companies to find material elsewhere. Now, British-born US technology entrepreneur John McAfee died on Wednesday by suicide in a Barcelona prison after the Spanish High Court authorized his extradition to the United States on tax evasion charges. McAfee had lived for years on the run from the US authorities, some of that time abroad on a mega yacht. He was indicted in Tennessee on tax evasion charges and was charged in a cryptocurrency fraud case in New York. Spain's High Court said on Wednesday that it agreed to extradite McAfee to the United States. The Regional Justice Department confirmed that a US man aged 75 awaiting extradition was found dead in his cell on Wednesday, and prison authorities were investigating the cause of death. And with that, it's over to Rohit Singh for the trade setup for the day in India. Morning, Rohit. How are we looking today?
Good morning, Alex. The setup today is only about two big factors: the series expiry and announcements at the Reliance AGM this afternoon. On Sensex, it was Reliance and the banks that were weighing heavy, so much so that we ended near the day's low in a steady, slow grind downwards. Even the market breadth was in favor of the bears. The volatility crept up, but only marginally. Call writing shows most bullish bets are now at 15,800, so the upper end of the range has also shrunk compared to the last week. Today's slow slide was a big buying opportunity for institutional investors. Both foreign and domestic investors turned out to be net buyers. FIIs bought shares worth 3,100 crore rupees, while DIIs bought shares worth about 1,300 crore rupees. On Wall Street, the two-day rally cooled off modestly in anticipation of the jobless data expected later tonight. But the Nasdaq ended at a new record. What are the active stocks this morning? Let's go through the list. Tata Motors has named Grish Wagh as the executive director from 1st July onwards. CEO Gunter Buschek will stay on as consultant till the end of the financial year. HDFC Bank MD and CEO Shashidhar Jagdishan has apologized for the technical glitches at the bank. In his first communication to shareholders, he has promised action to fix this problem for good. HDFC Chairman Deepak Parekh has called for a dispensation that will allow housing finance companies to convert loans without classifying them as restructured. Piramal Enterprises will consider approval for raising up to 1,000 crore rupees at a board meet on Monday. Orchid Pharma's founders are planning to sell shares through an OFS. The floor price is likely at 375 rupees per share. Adani Port has said that it is in discussion with US-based councils to ensure OFAC compliance. The company may abandon its project in Myanmar if found in violation of guidelines. Two recent IPOs, Sona Comstar and Cham Metallics, will debut on Dalal Street today. The grey market premium for both the issues have shrunk from recent highs. Watch out for earnings impact on Specialty Restaurant, Apollo Hospitals, All Cargo Logistics and Munjal Showa. Also keep an eye on Ashok Leyland as it reports numbers later today. The company is expected to report profits after 4 consecutive quarters of decline. To recap, will we snap out of the consolidation phase today, or could there be more selling pressure building up? That's the big question. The final hour of the session today will be crucial in defining the trend. Keep watching it now, and thank you for your time this morning. I hand it back to you, Alex.
Thanks, Rohit, and as always, thank you all for listening in. This is Alex Matthews signing off. Have a great day.
The Rise with India podcast on ET Now.